Okay, here we go. Facebook Live is giving me some difficulties. Hopefully we sorted that out and hopefully we can get through this time and get you guys on the right direction. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for coming to training number 2 on how to lose weight and belly fat, and not only lose it, but to keep it off. Yesterday, we talked about the biggest lie that is keeping you from losing weight, losing belly fat, or having you gain it back over and over and never just being able to get to where you want. And that lie is that you have to just eat healthy, eat super low calories, and that you might just be stuck with this extra weight and belly fat forever. But that truly is a lie, and I hate seeing women stuck and struggling for years, because you can really have the body that you want and you deserve to, and it doesn't have to be that hard, and you can keep the weight off. Okay? I want you to wait all the way till the end, because I actually have a big shocking truth bomb that really might shock you and blow your mind, right? Cool. If you're joining live, throw me a live in the comments. If you're on the replay, type replay. Thank you for your patience while I figured out the technical difficulties. So there are actually multiple lies that we talked about yesterday. How the diet industry actually really wants us to believe that we have to cut carbs, slash calories. Hey, Jen. I see Jen. Jen's here live. Thanks for joining us, Jen. What ends up happening when we cut these things out, right? Hey, Ashley. We end up binging because it's so impossible to stick to just eating healthy and just eating super low calories. It's really not meant to be like that at all. It's not about trying to barely eat, and it's not about just eating healthy. It's about eating right, and that's right for your body and your goals. But I know you guys are here today because you're tired of doing this cycle. You're tired of having this weight loss and belly fat struggle. So I hope you are ready to dive in, because it's going to be super powerful, and I think you guys are going to get a lot of insight from this. Again, throw me a live in the chat if you're here live, and throw me a replay if you're on the replay. If you weren't on yesterday's training, that's totally okay. You can go back and watch that, but you'll still get like mega value from today's training. Okay. So I had a client, Tanya, and before she came to me, she was going to the gym 5 times per week, running and doing CrossFit. She said it was her stress reliever. She was eating super low calories, but her belly weight, like her belly fat just wouldn't budge. She noticed like her face losing weight, her arms and limbs losing weight, but like the belly fat just wouldn't budge. If you have experienced this, throw a me in the chat. I want to know if any of you have experienced that too. So maybe you exercised, but you weren't able to lose weight, or it didn't lead to belly fat reduction, or maybe you stayed the same, or maybe you gained more belly fat when you were exercising a lot and cutting calories. So yeah, it was me too. I was like that for a long time too. I think a lot of women experience that, and I talked to a lot of you yesterday that maybe just aren't on the live right now that said that's kind of what you were experiencing too. So she was eating healthy, but she wasn't eating right. She thought that by eating less and cutting out all the foods she loved and stop eating what she was eating, and doing more cardio, that she would lose belly fat and lose weight. Right? She thought that. And you know, it makes sense logically, right? Like, do more cardio, eat less, burn calories, don't consume as many calories. Like logically, like when you think about it, like that makes sense, right? Calories in versus calories out. But there's a big difference between eating healthy and eating right. Even following things like how Beachbody does their meals or other low calorie diets, slashing diets, it doesn't mean it's right for you and for your body. And a lot of times it works the first time, and then you end up gaining the weight back, and then it doesn't work for you as much the second time. Let me know if you've experienced that before. If you've lost weight one way and you try to go back to it and then it didn't work this time and you're like, what's wrong with me? Why isn't this working now? And you feel like there's something wrong with you, right? And that's what they want. That's what the diet industry wants you to do. They want you to keep coming back. Drop a me if you can relate to that one. What I want you to think about, I want you to think of it this way. And like, yeah, I know. Listen closely. Let's say you're going on a long road trip and you put $10 worth of gas in your car for a long road trip. How far are you going to make it? Not that far. Your body is the same. Your body needs fuel to function, not just for exercise, but for all of its daily processes. So if you're trying to increase your activity, but you're slashing the fuel your body needs for that activity, you're not going to get very far. And now your body sees like, oh, we're doing a lot of activity, but we're not putting a lot of food in our body. I got to hold on to that belly fat. I got to hold on to some energy so that I have it for all this exercise. Your body, guys, your body is so smart. And so many people, when they're doing this, they try to work against their body. You got to work with it, right? You got to treat your body right, and your body will do what you want it to do. And that, I can get a little off topic sometimes. And that's like what I see so many people doing. It turns into like a punishment for overeating and for gaining weight. And like you may not even realize it. You may think that what you're doing is right for your body. You may think that it's good, but your body feels like it's a punishment. Your body is going into like, oh my gosh mode. I'm not going to be fed, but I'm doing all this exercise. I got to hang on to this belly fat, right? It's not the same as a car. It doesn't just like stop working, it adapts, right? Because your body just can't stop working. Because imagine like you just kept eating 1,000, 1,200 calories forever, you're not just gonna die. Your body just like adapts, and adapts in bad ways. It hangs on to belly fat and it uses up muscle, which we don't want to lose when we're losing weight, because that's how we look toned. So it uses up the muscle because muscle takes more energy to maintain, right? Yeah, okay. And that's where it likes to hold on to that extra food, is in the belly. Okay, so client Tana comes to me, asks for my help. I could see exactly what was going on with her right when she came to me. So we focused on one thing only, optimizing her metabolism. Because as you guys can see, like what I just explained, when you're doing all this exercise and you're not feeding your body enough, your metabolism slows down and hangs on to it. So now you're not really burning fat anymore. And when you lose the muscle, your metabolism slows down too. So Tana asked for my help. We focus on optimizing her metabolism. She lost 17 pounds in 3 months. So we had less exercise. I put her on strength training, and she got really strong, and she loved it. She ended up with a 6-pack. I had her training 3 days a week instead of 5. She had more food. So we dialed in her calories, her proportions specifically for fat loss, and that's a big one too. We used foods that worked with her metabolism, not against it. And I also showed her how she could incorporate her favorite food still. I showed her, she likes to drink, and she liked to drink Smirnoffs, and I showed her how to make a lower calorie version of it, and how to drink less, and how to cut back, and how to fit foods that she liked in when she wanted to. We started her on 1,300 calories, and we actually increased her up to 18, and eventually 2,000 for maintenance, and then eventually, once you build this firing metabolism, you don't have to track forever. Hey, Katie, I'm glad you're here. You don't have to track food forever or pay attention to this because your body's firing so much, and because you've learned the right proportions, the right food to eat on a regular basis. It just comes naturally to you, and that's when you move into like intuitive eating. Right? So we had her doing mostly strength training, because strength training is actually what's going to help you build your metabolism. Cool, right? So a few things that we did and that we dialed in. I'm actually going to walk and finish talking with you guys. Sorry. Okay. The right training to optimize her goals, right? Not just a bunch of cardio to burn calories. Strength training. And when I talk about strength training, I mean, it's got to be hard. You can't just stick with your 10, 15-pound dumbbells all the time. You got to start challenging yourself. The last couple reps, you want it to be hard, okay? we put her on the right training program. The right amount of calories for her goals and to fuel her and having her feel good and getting her body to thrive without overflowing her tank and causing her to gain weight. And without having her undereat, because that's what's going to cause binging, right? When we undereat and when we tell ourselves so many times that we can't have this and we can't have that, when that thing comes around, that's when we end up binging on it and undoing all our progress. I'm getting out of breath. I'm so passionate about it, guys. Let me know if you have experienced that, like restricting yourself too much that it's leading to binging. Throw a me in the comments if you've had that one. And the last one, the most important thing to remember is that the weight loss part is super, super temporary. Once you get your metabolism firing like crazy, you won't have to worry about the belly fat problem again. Like, it's not forever. Eating low calories isn't forever. Trying to lose weight isn't forever. It's not a lifestyle to lose weight. You get to have a lifestyle where you know how to keep it off, and it's like just natural. And maybe once in a while you want to tighten up a little bit, but it's way easier. Comment. Yeah, I see you guys. I know. I think a lot of us, we've all experienced that, right? So that's what it's all about, like those three things. The right training program to optimize your goals, not just burning calories. The right amount of calories for your goals, but to fuel you and have you feeling good and thriving and to build up your metabolism and not to wreck it. And remembering it's just temporary. And learning how to strategize and have a routine is going to keep you on track. Comment me if you know this is something that you need to do and that these are the changes that you need to make. So the last thing, the big truth bomb that I said at the beginning that I'm going to drop, the goal when losing weight is to be eating as much as possible while still losing weight. That's the key for all the things that I just talked about, to thrive, to feel good, to keep that gas in your tank. It's all about the right amount, guys. I hope that gave you guys some insight. Drop a value in the comments if that made sense and you got something out of that. I'm going to reach out to you guys again with a message to see if you have any questions and to really help point you in the right direction for your goals, get you the right resources so that you don't go through this cycle again of losing, gaining, losing, gaining. We're going to get you guys those goals and keep those goals. Okay? Amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will chat with you in the DMs.